Okay guys, good evening. This is update for Thursday, November 17th, 2016. This is a look at what took place today. And so let's get right into it. We're going to take a look at the status of our open positions, new trades that we put on today from the trade alerts that I sent out to you guys early this morning. Some adjustments I'm looking at, and the IV contraction in crude today. First up is the SP500 Strangle that I put on Monday. Put it on with 4 days to go. Took it off after 2 days into the trade with a $1,365 profit. So this trade just continues to keep on working. I will look in the morning to try and reload if we get a down move in the market. Next week I am much more inclined to sell puts going into Thanksgiving. It'll be a bullish week. It's a short week. Odds are that it's going to be up. So I will be looking to sell puts in the S&Ps at that first standard deviation level. That'll be the play for next week. If we get a down move into tomorrow, it'll be kind of like an early Christmas present, and I'll probably start selling puts then. Next up is crude. Hey, we finally got a crude contraction today, so hold on just a second. I did not yeah, we're a little bit more. We're down to 2160, just a little bit of drawdown. Oh my gosh. There we go. Yeah, so we had a nice little contraction in crude today. It held pretty tightly. Hey, that rip yesterday, it was just a vicious rip again. You know, I mentioned the trade I had on in the weekly crude. How nice that position was going into yesterday. Crude was acting very nicely, and then all of a sudden, Putin or one of his guys made some comments about the crude market, and that's when it just went through the roof. Fortunately, you know, they let the air out of their comments. I guess Putin and the gang had enough long crude futures in to buy a couple of Lamborghinis, at least, and probably an island to park them on. So we had such a huge move up so violently in crude, and once the market figured out that it was, you know, just full of hot air, just like they always are, it came right back off, sold back off, and but it was a wild ride yesterday. Today, IV came out, the market settled down. You know, that's kind of what we need. So I still like my position here. 29 or 28? 28 days to go. 28 days to go. I will probably be in this trade for the entire 55-day period. I haven't been in a trade this long. Well, let's hope that we're out at 55 days. If we're in it longer than that, that means it's really gone bad on us. So, but I like the position so far. For anybody else that's in the trade, we're looking pretty good. Guys, I'm going to start closing some of these out. I've got just a lot of sheets here to sort through. So, okay, next up is the double your portfolio strategy. Again, nice little IV contraction in crude, which helped this position out. Iron Condor is doing a lot better than the Strangle is. The only reason this Iron Condor is doing better than the Strangle is I've made less adjustments in the Iron Condor. That's it. Only difference. I was selling more Strangles into the election night on that in the personal account. So that's why I've got more drawdown than this Iron Condor does. So more than likely, I mean, we're set up for a kill in this one right here. We just we've got 28 days to go. Anything can happen though. Okay, this is the Iron Condor in retirement account. You can see I'm flirting up here with the right edge. I don't really like that, especially going into next week, so I will look to be taking action more than likely in the morning. So I'll either put on a debit spread to help try to reduce that a little bit, maybe a butterfly out there at the short strikes. So I'll take a look at a couple of things before I launch something off into the market abyss out there. And of course, I'll let you know what I do when I do it. Alright, this is a look at Broken Wing Butterfly that we put on October 24th. It's been performing very nicely. I didn't mean to do that. I gotta remember to cut all this chop out right here so you get a good clear picture of this. Anyway, we're up 594 in this trade. It's going along really nicely. Doesn't really matter if it runs up on us, but what I'd like to do is go ahead and buy a debit spread and raise that leg up. So what I did, guys, is this is the trade I'm looking at to try and raise that leg up. I don't think we stand a chance getting back down to 2100 anytime soon before this thing expires. Maybe if the Fed raises, that might trip it just a little bit, but I really like lifting the leg up on this thing. Looks real nice. So I'm more than likely buy a debit spread in the morning. Okay, here's a look at one of the stocks we got into. This one did not go like the others. Had a major collapse in it. We didn't lose any money on the trade today just because they pumped the volatility up on the down move. So that's the only reason those it held. But anyway, it's Voozy, long calls, 64 days to expiration. I bought the 12.5s. 5% chance of making money. IV was 38. Paid 15 cents for it. Unlimited profit potential. Max loss is 150 bucks. Okay, next trade was TSIM. Don't ask me what that is. Not TSIM's chart, guys. Hold on just a second. Give me just a second. Alright guys, I'm back, and this is TSIM chart. Had a nice run up. We're 50 bucks in the hole on this one, but no big deal. Again, just I paid 15 cents for it, $150 max loss, and bought the 30 calls. 64 days to expiration. Alright, this is LifeLock, LOCK. Bought the long calls, 64 days to expiration. Bought the 26s, 15% chance of making money. IV was 43%. Paid 30 cents for those. I don't know what happened there. I thought I had the trade in for 15 cents. Not sure what happened. Max loss is 300 bucks. We're already up 100 bucks on the move up today though. So rumor has it that there are some folks looking to buy LifeLock. That's why it's been ripping up the way it is. This thing could easily get taken out, guys. It's a low price stock. Yeah, so anything could happen in this environment. Okay, this is MB, I do believe. Let me just spread it out and see. Yep, MB. Alright, so long the 30 calls, 5% chance of profit, 48% IV, paid 15 cents, $150 max loss. 29 days to expiration, we're down 75 bucks in it off the bat, even with that huge up move right there. So some of these, even though they move up, you know, it's in a race against time. So something like this could ramp up really quick and get very close to in the money, and that's when these calls just explode. So so anyway, we'll just keep a watch on it. I like the chart, like the momentum, so we'll see if it can keep it up. Okay, next one is KLAC. I'm long the 100 calls, 7% chance of success, 20% IV, paid 15 cents for them, max loss 150. 64 days to expiration. This is one we're up already already more than doubled our money. We have a $350 profit off of a $150 investment. So you can see the options on individual issues vary greatly. So KLAC's treating us nicely. Alright, so here's Nvidia. I put a debit spread on Nvidia. So what I did was the trade went on with for 64 days to expiration. I bought the 105s and sold the 115s. It's 25% chance of success. IV is 44%. I paid 108 for it. So our max loss is 216. Our max profit is 1,784 bucks. So this one could pay out very nicely for us too. Nvidia could run. It's the chart looks really bullish in it, and I really like this setup. I've tried to buy debit spreads in Amazon and Google today. Didn't get those off. They dinked around my bid all day long on those things and just never quite took. So anyway, we got Nvidia on. We get a little down push, and keep a watch on Google, Tesla, Amazon. Those things have been beaten down pretty good here lately. So in light of this huge up move, these are some that we can play these cheap little trades on that could pay off handsomely for you. So just a combination of debit spreads and long calls when we get in this bull market. Just temper it a little bit. I won't put another trade on until I find something very appealing. We're up 29 bucks in Nvidia so far, and so far so good. Alright, so what we took a look at is status of our open positions, the new trades that we put on today, the adjustments that I'm looking at making in the retirement account, and we talked about finally getting some contraction in crude. So that's all for tonight. That's a wrap, and I'll talk to you guys later. This is BA signing out.